Well, I'll start off by saying whenever you're preparing for a team like IUPUI, who has two of the best scorers in the country, you try not to focus too much on their production, but you have to find a happy medium, and that happy medium was met tonight with our guys defensively. We challenged them to put back-to-back games together. We had a great performance defensively last Saturday where we held an opponent to 25%. And like I said before, when you try to focus too much on two individuals, it can get you distracted and allow other guys to step up. And we didn't allow other guys to get too far beyond their averages. I thought we collectively defended as a team. We defended, when it came down to ball screens and different situations. It was a tough game to play because our offense was sort of stagnant, but that's the way the whistle went tonight. It was a lot of interruptions, not only for our clock, but, just different plays. Al Javon picked up a flagrant, one of those things where you don't hope, a kid like that picks up a flagrant, but that's a call that the referees have to make. And I just thought our guys put every adverse situation behind them, and they were able to focus up, and we did not allow our offense or lack thereof to impact our defense. We won this game defensively. We out-rebounded an opponent 46-32, but the thing that stands out the most is being able to have two unbelievable scorers who are averaging 20 points apiece in our conference. Our journey and our role was to hold them below their field goal attempts. They had 29 field goal attempts, but they had 30 points. So that was close enough where you're able to defend them, in the right manner. And I thought our guys did a great job, from Franklin Penn to Torrey Patton to Kashim to even our post guys. But there's no doubt about it that it was a collective win, and I'm very proud of our guys. Torrey Patton, I challenged him last week. Defensively, I challenged him. I thought he had a great offensive game on Thursday, but Saturday, that offensive game wasn't there because we really, really told him, and we probably didn't use the words that Torrey may have liked, but we challenged him defensively, and that was a byproduct of his production offensively stepping back. Well, tonight he was able to do both. And for us to win, we're going to have a guy like this play both sides of the court, and he's capable. I'm proud of the way he's stepped up through adverse situations with his injuries, the way he started the season, and then obviously what he's overcome, throughout his career. But I appreciate a guy like this allowing me to coach him. Of course, I'm not responsible for signing Torrey Patton, but Torrey Patton allowed me to coach him, and I took the ownership of him being my guy and all the guys here being my guy. And, the bigger picture is transition isn't easy for anybody. Our season is going the way it's going simply because our guys are allowing themselves to be coached, and they've held on to their side of it, and our coaching staff has built the relationships with these young men to be able to coach them the way we coach. The crowd was unbelievable. It was great. I'm very, very happy with where we are and obviously where we're heading.
Talk about free throws. You were 21 of 25.
Yep.
Anything you did differently?
Well, our guys just, those are tough plays. We added that to the tough play chart. If you want to make tough plays, make your free throws. And we did that. I think we was 4 for 4 in the first half from the free throw line. The whistle wasn't going our way. We didn't pout. We didn't do anything. I thought it was a physical game both ways. We were able to get away with some fouls, and so were they. But we didn't complain. We didn't put our head down. We just stayed the course, stayed composed. We stayed composed, and our composure allowed us to focus and make those plays on the free throw line, and our guys came through. Oh, that's it, guys? All right. No, I'm just joking.
Torrey, what's happening out there chemistry-wise? You guys, every game seem to be a more consistent, cohesive team. How far along do you think the team is in getting to where it eventually could be? How far along?
I feel like we all bond with each other. we all like have fun with each other on the court. We all have a good relationship on and off the court, which makes it easy once we're out there. We built a lot of chemistry. We know where each other's spots are at on the court and what we can do, and we know our weaknesses. So I feel like we're almost at our peak.
You think you're on schedule or ahead of schedule?
I think we're on schedule.
Given all the circumstances that Dennis just cited.
I think we're on schedule.
I'll say this. I'll say this. I have so much expectation not only for myself but for our staff. I'll be the first one to say we behind, and there's some games that we lost that we have learned from, and the more we play, the more experience we get. And when you have a team the way we have a team, and no one has at the end of the year when I got a job, who was here, who wasn't here. That's not going to be on any kind of record books. The people are going to be concerned with where we finish, and our guys are learning, and the byproduct of learning is obviously enduring the tough film sessions that we have, looking ourselves in the mirror. Like Torrey said, the big picture is we know what we can and cannot do. I thought early in the season, whenever you have a young group, we don't know each other. And the byproduct of not knowing each other is not being able to coach the guys the right way. And I'll be the first one to say that. I've started to watch more and more film, probably countless nights, where I'm not sleeping. The guys laugh at me when I say I start my sentence off, I watched the game 6 times. This is what I saw. They know what I'm going to say at the very beginning of film. But it's allowing me and our staff to make sure that these guys are being put in the right spots in the right situations. And film sessions, when you go away from it, you don't learn. But our guys are sitting at the edge of their seats and not blinking, as if it's a unbelievable film that they need to watch. And that's the criticism that allows a young team to grow up and win ball games.
Torrey, Coach says he challenged you last game for your defense. Can you talk about guarding Minette and Burks? They scored 6-9 points the last game. You guys basically held them down.
It definitely was a big emphasis on them two, knowing they're 2 big-time scorers. So we knew we had to lock in every possession on defense against them, knowing Burke likes to do a lot of back doors and stuff, so you just had to stay on your toes most of the time.
Coach, the Cleveland State is now 5-5 in a Horizon League play and equaled the amount of wins in league play last year. What have you guys been doing necessarily to you guys have become, that this program has become so much better just in such a short period of time?
I'm glad you asked that question. You want to know why?
Why?
Because I tell my guys, I don't know what our record is. I don't know what it is. I don't look at the standings. We don't look at the scoreboard, the standings. We just try to go out every possession and play as hard as we can. The byproduct of doing that will allow you to stack and build the foundation that needs to be built. Now, once our identity is sustained, and meaning that becomes, okay, when you associate Cleveland State University men's basketball, you automatically look at or think about they play hard. That's all we're concerned about. Now, our guys are by nature unselfish. You want to play as unselfish as you can. You want to play as hard as you can. And our guys are doing that. They lock in on the scouting report, but ultimately, we don't pay attention to it. We don't pay attention to the standings or the record from last year. I challenged every guy in our locker room. I don't care what you did last year. We're not concerned about last year. Guys, we're moving forward. And when you move forward, it's no different than driving a car and you're looking out of the dashboard, not the rearview mirror. You glimpse at the past, but you have to stay forward and focus on what you got in front of you. And right now, two feet in, 10 toes down, our guys are playing as hard as they can, and that's what we're concerned about.
Torrey, your system seems to be favored to you because of your driving ability and the way you guys like to attack the rim.
Yes, this is a good system for me because we play some of the time. I play at the 4 some of the time, which is giving me like mismatches because usually I play like the guard position. So I don't mind playing a 4, knowing that I would have a bigger guy on me and I would be able to drive him. And
that's a prime example of it. Now, you tell a guard that he's playing the 4 when you recruit him, he ain't signing. You see what I'm saying? But for a guy to sit here like Torrey, JUCO All-American, to believe in what we're doing, he stayed firm in his signing at Cleveland State University because he wanted to be here. These are the type of guys we want here, guys that want to be here. And Torrey answering that question the way he did, that's a sense of maturity because the big picture is he knows what's going on. The IQ of basketball gives him to play in his strengths. And he's not one time complained at all. Now, on the other side, he may have to defend somebody bigger. He's not complained at all. Because his role may be different than it was at his junior college, he has not complained at all. And when you have a guy who's emotionally connected with your staff and with the teammates, that's a guy that wants to be coached. And you're going to be able to win some games with him, and I'm excited to be able to be his coach. Thanks, gentlemen. All right, appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks.